Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. So I pulled your cards ages ago, but for some reason I just have not been able to do your reading. I've tried several times and every time it's felt like, no, it's wrong, it's not time. So I don't know why exactly that is, but it almost feels like I've been picking up on some kind of collective cycle. And now it kind of feels like that moment of breaking through for you. So let me show you the cards. You did get the bear in reverse, which I actually love here. But let's get back to that. And then you did get the rabbit together with the nightingale, which I maybe love even more. These are beautiful cards actually. So let's talk about the bear first. When the bear is in the upright, it really talks about having quite a lot to bear on your back. Or I mean, that's often how it comes through. Because there is this disconnect, I feel, between, the bear itself, the actions of the bear, and the understanding that comes from the sun or the soul of the bear. It's like a lot of the times this bear in the upright, it's almost as if they're not yet united with their soul, and so they kind of keep manifest karma for themselves unwillingly, is what I'm hearing. Like they don't know about it, but it just happens because their light isn't bright enough. And so when it comes out in reverse, it's like it's a glorious time. That's what I'm feeling. It's showing that, for this energy, whether this is you, whether this is like humanity at large, whether it's another person in your life, this is an energy that is coming into a time of actually starting to see truth more clearly, starting to hold space for truth within themselves, the light, from their soul. And so this is someone that is actually starting to open their heart, is what I'm feeling. And as a result, down the line, if they continue on this path, it means that their life won't be as hard anymore. It's like their burdens are about to come off because they're about to understand. And so, yeah, I'm just hearing the word glorious over and over. It's like a glorious day. It's a glorious time. So I really love to see this. These two cards, I feel like they very much come through with that childlike energy, actually. Particularly the rabbit, to me, is a card that speaks about, it's like the beginning of life. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of the times, rabbit can talk about fertility, can also talk about creativity or even sexuality, that innocent play is kind of what I'm hearing between lovers. But it can also talk about just like abundance, growth. Again, it comes back to that creative, juicy kind of sexual vibe that we often see with the rabbit, that when the rabbit is feeling comfortable and when the rabbit is kind of in tune with its light, its soul, and its beauty that comes from within, the rabbit feels free and it just creates a lot of things. But when the rabbit is fearful, rabbits are actually known to eat their own children. And so that's kind of, I feel like, what is changing here. For some of you, it's like this switch that has happened, and it may very well be collective. It kind of feels like this, that there are certain individuals on earth right now that have, it's like they've managed to anchor into a specific frequency, and so it opens the space for everyone, to start to connect more with this inner rabbit spirit, this inner child spirit, innocent play in many areas of life. And then with the nightingale, it just feels like people are going to start to sing from that place. Like the people that are connected to this innocence within themselves and this playfulness and just this creative juice, they're going to start to create and sing and manifest from that place. And when I look at the nightingale, it's like it's standing on this blue sphere here. To me, it's very much like the throat chakra, but also the blue light to me is kind of like the light of truth. It's like the light of the highest good of all. Could also be the light of Christ. You know, a lot of the times that type of energy comes through as a blue light. It's like good for everyone, kind of. And I'm not religious, by the way, but this is just the way that it comes through in my subconscious, that even though I'm not a believer, I still see these guides, for instance, Jesus, coming through with that energy of like win, win, win. So I don't know, it just feels very, very beneficial, this change. It feels extremely good and liberating. So let's pull some cards as well and see what are the messages that will benefit the ones watching. What do we need to know? For some of you, I feel like you've been expecting this. It's almost like you've been waiting for this, actually. Underneath the deck was the Father of Swords. It's almost like maybe you've been observing these changes for some of you. Or another thing is that this energy could actually be your physical child, that you have been... Maybe you've gone through a period of holding space for your child, like your physical child, because they've been going through a huge karmic transformation of some kind, and you've just kind of been observing on a distance with the Father of Swords there. Not really maybe even saying that much, but just like holding space. And so it's almost like this change when the child, your child or your inner child, really starts to come into itself. You've been waiting for it. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so 4 cards coming out face up and then 1 card coming out face down. So let's look at these 4 first. Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, Son of Cups, and then 8 of Wands. Son of Cups definitely feels like that type of blue energy. You know, a lot of the times I see the Son of Cups as kind of like a Christed energy, you know, something that is just coming from the heart. It's not ego driven. And again, that comes through in all areas of life. So, you know, being very pure within your creative endeavors is what I feel with this energy. And with the 9 of Cups, it's also like very, very, to me, it really speaks about that purity, that you're able to keep your own vibration. I'm actually hearing sacred. And again, it just means that you're able to channel what feels like you, your soul, your truth. Like it's like your divine joy, to use that word. Something that just makes you feel like, I'm home, you know, I'm home. I'm doing what I came here for. Like, I'm so proud of myself. That's what I'm feeling with this. And I feel like, so I feel like you're in a process where you're trying to reach this place, or where you're being guided to get to this place. With the 8 of Wands there, it's like energy is constantly coming into you, kind of like upgrading you, or this could also be like downloads showing you like, get onto this path, do this now, like starting to open doors for you more and more and more. And I feel like the more you step into that energy of like just innocent creativity and feeling free to express that, the more opportunities are going to come your way. You know, the more magic is going to come into your life, into your manifested reality. That's what I'm feeling. And that's also what's going to make things, it's going to make your life easier, is what I'm feeling. I'm also hearing karma free. I love this energy for you, Aries. let's look at the one card face down. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Why was it face down? Yeah, I know. Right now, I feel like you're in a time where you're really creating yourself on an emotional level. Like, it's like you're becoming an individual on the emotional level, meaning that you're not letting other people's vibrations come into your field and maybe make you feel doubtful about your true self, maybe make you feel ashamed about your true self. Again, remember the themes that we're dealing with here. It's like creativity, sexuality, abundance, you know, fertility as well. It's like these can be very kind of, they're actually very private and kind of touchy subjects. And so I feel like you're really learning how to protect yourself in these areas from like other people's like opinions and like their kind of the like prying eyes somehow. It's like you're putting up these emotional and energetic boundaries. So I feel like that's what you're doing now, but soon I feel like that work will actually take you into a place where you will have those boundaries be manifest. Like, I feel like for many of you, you're actually moving into, and I'm hearing, a new era of your life where you're gonna, it's like your child, your inner child, the spirit of your child or your physical child is gonna really become individualized in some way, like manifest and fully protected here on earth. It's really like a dream come true. It feels like it feels like a dream come true. It's so beautiful. I feel like this is something that the collective has been working on for so long. Actually, it feels like this is generational. This is some kind of generational karma that is finally coming into its fruition right now. I love it. I really love this energy. Let's see if there's anything else for the ones watching. What do I need to know? Oh yeah, interesting. Ooh, wow. Okay, so you do actually have the 10 of Cups underneath the deck and the 6 of Cups. And behind there was also the Daughter of Swords and the Chariot. I see here as well. I'm just going to show it to you. But the card that did come out was actually the Ace of Swords in reverse. So again, there is something here about grounding, like you're grounding some energies. I immediately feel like there is a connection between these two somehow. I feel like you're receiving, oh yeah, I think it's like this. It's like you are receiving a lot of downloads, you know, into your mind, things that are changing your perspective on yourself, like what you've been through, your roots, your ancestry, I feel, your childhood, potentially. Or also the way that you are currently a parent, you know, the way that you're currently dealing with your children. I feel like you're receiving a lot of new information in that area. And you are also working on, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, you're working on passing that on. That's what I'm feeling. It's almost like if you're just doing this within yourself, like if you're working with your inner child, it's like your inner father, your inner authority is receiving a lot of messages, but then it's almost like within yourself, you may feel that you need to translate that perception into maybe actions or change of scenery is actually what I'm hearing. Again, it's maybe like putting the messages that you're receiving into into physicality is like manifesting it, taking the advice that you're given by your higher self, so that it's almost like you're creating a new type of environment for this rabbit energy, whether that is like your internal energy, helping yourself to feel more secure, you know, more at ease, so that you don't go around eating your children anymore, you know, like not manifesting your creative impulses, not letting yourself be free, not manifesting the money that you deserve, things like that, you know what I mean? So it could very much be on like a individual level, but again, this will also apply if you're dealing with someone else that is holding this rabbit spirit, or maybe even if you're dealing with someone else that is kind of holding this authority spirit. I feel like either way there is a change. And with the 10 of Cups here and the 6 of Cups, it's kind of like it's a very divinely guided change. That's just what I'm feeling. It's so heart-centered, it's so heart-opening what is happening right here. Also with the Son of Cups. If this resonates for you, I really truly feel that you are protected by some very, very, and again, I'm hearing Christed guides. To me, that just means like they're aligned with the highest good of all. Like channeling this type of energy is not just going to be good for you. You know, it's not just going to be good for your mind. It's going to be good for your innermost self, like your most vulnerable self. It's going to be good for the environment around you, for the earth around you, you know, the people around you as well. So I feel like there is this element here also of magic starting to happen in your life, like truly like synchronicities coming in, suddenly appearing, particularly here I feel with the 6 of Cups and the Son of Cups, of course also like the 10 of Cups, but the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like things are manifesting, things are suddenly being manifest, and it's almost like they're coming directly from your, like your vibration, your emotional state is what is calling these things to you. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, it's like your vibration, you following your intuition, you listening to the needs of your inner child and making sure that your inner child is feeling safe enough to sing out. You doing that, it's almost like you're putting yourself in the right place at the right time, and then all you have to do is like just say like, yes, I receive it, I'll receive it. And this Ace of Pentacles comes in. It's like very synchronistic, but you have to really listen. Like you have to really listen to this inner child is what I'm feeling. You have to really listen to your soul. And so for some of you, of course, you know, this may require a little bit of practice. And maybe you feel like you are practicing this now. It's like you're making a routine of it. You're, again, trying to manifest this, trying to make it habitual. And it definitely looks like it's gonna bear fruit for you, especially with the 6 of Pentacles. No, 6 of Cups, I mean. It's gonna bear fruit, is what I'm feeling. There's something also with the nightingale and the song. I feel like once you reach a specific level of this, of having integrated these lessons into yourself, you may feel called to start singing about it, you know, to start sharing about it, to start letting that vibration kind of spread as well. Because I feel like this may also be like you passing it on, you passing these downloads on to other people. You know, it's almost like you becoming the tree and you're starting to pass these lessons on to people that are still kind of stuck in the root. Because there's also something about the rabbit, you know, when the rabbit is fearful, it just hides underground. It's just underground. It doesn't dare to come up to kind of to sing or to eat from the grass or to like, you know, roam around and be free. It just stays down there. And so I feel like that's still a lot of people they're not able to really share from this inner truth. They don't even feel connected to it, you know, they don't even feel connected to their soul yet. And so a lot of these people, they kind of will benefit greatly from seeing examples of other people that have gone through this journey and connected to their soul. And so that's what I'm feeling here for some of you, that for some of you it's almost like you become like the green leaf that can kind of like unify the light, you know, take the light and turn it into sugar that you can feed to the root system, you know, the people that are still kind of stuck inside the earth and inside their own just like manifested form, not really connected to their soul yet. So I love it. It really feels so healing, this energy. Let's pull one final card here. Is there a final thing that we need to know? Yeah, wow. Because I was feeling when I was shuffling, I was feeling like there was this wave of darkness coming. And I was given the question like, will you allow it? Like, will you allow this to come into the reading? And I was just like, let's pass the question on to the ones that are watching. You know, what are they going to allow? Because I wanted this reading to be for the people that are watching. And so it's like, what are they gonna allow? And the cards that came out, I just love it. 5 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse, and then the 7 of Wands upright. Wow. I'm almost starting to cry now. And then the moon, like I'm really starting to cry here because this is so beautiful, honestly. So beautiful. It's like coming out of, I feel like, okay, so let me just gather myself here. You got the 7 of Wands underneath the deck together with the sun and the moon. And then you also got the 5 of Cups in reverse together with the 10 of Wands in reverse. And so to me, this just means that for some of you, it's like you've been through this very, very long journey where you have managed to kind of create, or you're in the process of doing that, of managing to create this union between like the soul, your higher self in a sense, like your highest potential, and your subconscious. And this means that you don't need external guidance or external authorities telling you what to do, because you can tune into yourself. Like you can tune into your inner divine child and it will guide you in the right way because it feels protected. It knows that it's protected by your soul, like it's protected by your light, your awareness. And so you're moving into a time where you're going to start to trust yourself. You're going to start to see that you can trust yourself with these 2 cards. Like you're going to start to see more and more that you don't need to be able to see far ahead, to see like the entire recipe book in a way. It's enough that you know what is my next step. That's what I'm feeling here. And so I think that you're going to start to let loose and just take one step at a time with this sense of security, because it's like you're starting to trust now that you're guided. And with the bear coming out in reverse, it's true. Like, it's true that you're guided. You're united, I feel, with your soul essence. And so it's just a very, very beautiful energy. It's actually, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like an energy, or Seven of Wands. It's an energy of evolution. Stepping into your true light, coming out of the feeling of sadness and not having things going your way because you weren't really understanding, or we weren't united with our souls, you know, here on earth. But now certain individuals are starting to be, and so it's becoming so much easier to choose the right timelines. That's what I'm feeling. So I love this reading for you, Aries. It's perfect reading for springtime and your season. So take care, Aries. Best of luck to you. Thank you for watching. Bye.